This is 2026 ride. So, welcome everybody. This is Alex from Alex on the Water. Here with the Native Hammer 1210 for the 2026 season. So this video, I'll just do a brief run-through, walkthrough of things that are on the boat I'll be having for the season. There are some things subject to change. Hopefully we'll be adding Starlink, so we'll have to create some type of mount and system for that in the kayak, mostly for streaming and recording and things like that when we want to broadcast. But not a lot has changed on the layout. I really enjoyed my Slayer layout. I really enjoyed what I had for the 2025 season, and it felt natural. And I mean, I was very comfortable last season fishing out of my boat. So here is the hammer for the 2026 season. Cool. All right. So, welcome back to the bow of the kayak. Starting with our motor, you guys will see there has been a change here, not in the motor system, but you can see that we have a black and white setup. So, after last year's tumble in the water, we decided to try to work on that lower unit. We killed it. It was literally dead. As soon as I opened it, I'm pretty sure I deleted the magic that was left in it. So, we replaced it with a lower. This was, I think, the last XI3 I could find on eBay. And we had to replace the shaft because the shaft threads were toast after I actually got it off the lower, the old lower. So XI3, same system, you know, tried and true, but parts right now are pretty much non-existent. So if you got an XI3, hold on to it with dear life and treat it with the utmost babyish behaviors because it's gone. Other change that we made was we went from the 120 amps to the 50 amp connectors. That was just because the deals I was able to get on Amazon. So we swapped it out from the 120 to the 50. No problems yet. Been running it for about 2 weeks, week and a half, and it's been moving pretty smooth so far. That brings us to our next part, which is our GA Guardian Angel setup for lights. We have the I think it's the micro setup, and we have that on the little sticky mount with the screw through. Really nice setup. The light is extremely bright, way brighter than I thought it was going to be, and the system literally is just push button, so I don't have to worry about running out of a battery all day. So moving back, we'll go into opening up the hatch. So here we have the front hatch. Nothing too fancy as far as what I have in here, but very fancy on the things that Native worked on to make this area a lot better, especially coming from a Slayer. So in the Slayer Max, this area was a lot smaller. The front area that has the removable hatch, or I'm sorry, removable bucket, was a lot bigger. This is more like the Titan and the Slayer 10.5, Slayer Max 10.5 layout, but it gives you a larger area for your battery, which is a huge plus. I can fit 2 of these watt cycles in here with a little bit more wiggle room. And it also comes with the standard deletion plate that is around the kayak. So in here I have the transducer going down, and we have our plug for the yak power 5-way switch. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, very I would say very big adventured. This design is very good for setting up the kayak. It was a breeze getting a lot of my wire through on certain parts. But that's the front hatch. Let's take the bucket out and get all up in here. So in here, I'll turn the camera, we have the computer board in there with our yak power 5-way. I don't really have too many ideas of what else to put in here. I'm pretty sure with more technology that comes out and things I might want to do, we'll look into having, you know, more stuff for it. So as of right now, this is to be continued, but we do have the yak power mounted up here. Lights are going to be coming in probably for maybe the internals, maybe 1 light, I'm not sure, but we have the computer plate, so it's going to be really easy to install and get stuff in here without having it just dragging on the bottom like I had in my Slayer, just sitting on the bottom and trying to keep it afloat if water does get in. Luckily enough, I haven't had any issues with water in the hull. So plus, big plus. Let us move into the console where all the meat and potatoes live, and see what. All right, so welcome to the meat and potatoes of the kayak. I won't go through. I'll speed through what Native added and what changed in the hatch coming from the Slayer, and then I'll get into what I have. I mean, you can pretty much see it, but new drive. We have the Propel X-Range, super dope system. Has everything that the Propel 701 had with a couple extra features. This is a new indexer, a handle, a full deploy and breakaway neck system, and then it comes with this new hatch. Hatch system is pretty much like kind of like the Old Town, but in the Native way. A little pad here for when it goes up and hits the drive, but it has a pocket to store things, like a little dry hatch. It stops a lot of the water coming in, and then it has the new rollover side. So really dope system. Keeps this whole standing area very flat, very manageable, very open. I don't know if you guys can see this coming from the Slayer from previous. This whole standing area is just more room for activities. Really dope. Millennium seat, as you can see, this is a 360 seat. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the 360. I'll go over that in a review video, but I did add the lock to it, so now we can 180 between situations. So that kind of covers most of what's new here. Oh, the steering system, that's also new. They have inserts for ready to go steering system, and also the new Yak Attack through hull ports that they have on both the left and right sides, so for electronics and whatever you may want to put in here. So I think that covers all the new stuff that they put there. So I will get into what I added. So pretty much, like I said, the 360 seat, we turned it to the 180 lock. Kayak cushion, shout out to Chris and Destiny. They threw me that one when they came down to visit to get ready for their new place. We have the Railblazer. I forgot the live scope mount name, but we have the Railblazer mount here. For live scope, we have the Garmin 94 SV. It's a saltwater, but we put all the inland maps in there. We also have a Railblazer rod holder. We took off the backside locking mechanism for our net. That's where our net rests throughout the day. I cannot say anything bad about this Railblazer live scope mount. I had it on my Slayer. I was just using the PVC before that, and I switched to this. And I won't say it was a night and day difference, but the ease of use with this system to take it off, go about my business, and then just deploy it when I need to, it speaks volumes. Other than that, I think we have, we have the Mariner Sails Mariner Sails rod mount. The stager, we had this on the last 3 years of our Slayer, so this was not a big difference for us, but it is an additive. So yeah, that covers that. Oh, and we have our Yak Attack, our Yak Pro buttons for our switch up here. I'm pretty sure I said that in the front hatch, but all of that is present there. So yeah, next we'll go into the midsection, look at the battery box, and then what we have in the back. This is one of the big upgrades from introducing the Titan that they brought over to this one. So we have our So as you can see in our hatch, we have a lot of room for activities on the power section. And in here we have another watt cycle, 100 amp 12 volt, running through some Yak Attack through holes here. And we also have that that same kind of deletion plate system back here for, rear wiring, or if I wanted to just wire it and then loop it back to the front. So huge upgrade there. So also back here is where I keep my live scope box. Put this back just for this part of the video. And I normally have that resting right here between the Boondocks landing gear and the Yak Attack black pack. So in here holds the GLS 10 box with battery, another watt cycle 20 amp hour, all in this little what is this, the Strongway? Yeah, a little Strongway box. And then we have our paddle holders. We've pretty much just turned those into catchboard holders. So that is what we have in the back midsection for our battery box or the central area of the kayak. And this area is really dope because it kind of evens out how the ride is. Before it was like, you know, I had a lot of stuff in the back where I had all my stuff in the front. There really wasn't any middle section for this type of situation. So huge kudos to Native and Big Adventure on that one. I think that's a really good idea for this boat because yeah, it moves. And like I said, I'll bring that up in the impressions and review video. But moving over here, standard, tried and true, Yak Attack Black Pack. This is the 1313 with a 1313 short stack, and we went with the Railblazer 360 light here. So we have that on the Yak Attack Mighty Pro mount, and super simple. Right behind me, if I need to turn it off, just turn around and grab it. On this side, we have the Railblazer Stealth Camera Boom. And right now, I'm still in the testing phase, but I'm going to tell y'all, it's the lightest boom I've used. It's expensive, but right now it's worth its weight in its like stability and just the weight of it. It's like a little carbon fiber wand. It's super light. The video feed from that has been pretty good on the Insta360 X5. So I had no complaints with this one right now. We did just come from the Yak Attack Panfish Pro, and we had an extender on that. Gave us a solid angle, but I mean, this one is lighter. Oh, we also have the Railblazer safety flag in the back. But I mean, that really covers everything new that I had for this walkthrough. Man, if you guys have questions, concerns, anything, you know, just put it down in the comment section. I'm normally always looking at the comments when they get updated, and man, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I'll catch you guys on the water. Like I said, we will have Starlink up, so if you guys are ever interested, definitely check us out on Twitch, Alex on the Water. I'll probably start pushing a lot more feeds to the YouTube live, so make sure you have the notification bell open and get those. But yeah, for the most part, man, ladies and gents, I will see y'all in the next one, or I'll catch y'all on the water later.